Design Awards 2015. You will see winners of the 2013 Jersey Design Awards and also commended entries on the screen behind you, but we're looking forward to some fantastic projects and public art being submitted for the 2015 Jersey Design Awards. To open and give you an introduction, I'm very pleased to hand over to the President of the Association of Jersey Architects, Derek Mason. Derek.
Thanks, Paul. Go on, you clap.
When you're finished.
When I'm finished, thank you. As the President of the Association of Jersey Architects, it gives me great pleasure by inviting Environment Minister Deputy Stephen Luce to launch this year's Jersey Architecture Commission, that's the JAC, Design Awards, which are held every 2 years and represent the very best in Jersey architecture created during that period. Clearly, architects and planners have a great deal in common, and we're grateful to the JAC for the very important role they play in ensuring that the best possible result for small and larger projects can be achieved at the earliest design stage, so that positive results can be achieved by negotiation, healthy discussion and sound advice. There's absolutely no doubt that Jersey has a truly enviable history of extraordinary buildings, and the current desire, led by the Minister, to regenerate the town will only enhance and add to this incredibly rich mixture of form, colour and local materials that surround us. We are, of course, delighted to be holding our traditional exhibition of the AJA's architects here in the wonderful CCA Gallery, kindly loaned to us by Mr. Lance Trevelyan, who's in Jersey yesterday, was not here today, unfortunately, for the week of September the 14th to the 18th. And we're thankful for the invaluable help of their key staff, who you just met, Liz, Alex and Hannah. We're also indebted to, where is he? Richard Williamson from Environment, and Anna Powell, was that Anna? From Vesta Architecture and the AJA, for working so hard to make this such a wonderful start to what is now JAB 15, the Jersey Architecture Biennale. And we continue this great series of events by holding a presentation on engineering the Shard on April the 30th, and the Sterling Awards debate on the 18th September, both at the Radisson Blu. 6 shortlisted projects and their architects will be here in Jersey prior to the penultimate decision of the Sterling Prize in October. Both events can be booked through Eventbrite in the usual way. As usual, we're running the schools competition, so there's an extraordinary series of events over the next 6 months. So it's over to you now, our Planning Minister.
Thank you very much, Dave. It was a great pleasure for me to be here today. Before we were downstairs having a drink, we were talking about the collective noun for architects, and we came to the conclusion that it might be a jealousy of architects. But as you may know, and every time I make a speech, I talk about working together, and I would advocate the words that we've just heard, that there's no doubt that planners working with architects and working with clients, we can achieve great things. And one small thing I would say is that very recently at the department we have passed an application in 22 days, which is, as you will well know, 1 day more than the minimum legal requirement. Now that was brought about by architects working with the owner and the planner, so it just does prove that working together we can do great things. As I said, I'm pleased to be at the start of the Biennale, at the start of the opening of the applications. It coincides with not only the start of my 3.5 years as Planning Minister, but also the start of the future St Helier project, which I'm sure you will have heard about. I feel very fortunate to have been able to persuade the council and ministers that the future design and make-up of our town is worthy of one of the priorities, 4 priorities, strategic priorities of the council and ministers. And over the coming years, in the short term, it may well be a traffic transport subject, but in the medium and long term, we will be looking to you gentlemen and ladies to provide us with the design and the way that the town will look. So all I would say is that we look forward to working with you, not just in residential design, but also in business design, in retail design, and most importantly from my perspective, in the design of green and open space, which I'm very much hoping the future St Helier project will endorse, and we'll find that we can open up parts of town to make it a much better place to live in. So thank you very much for coming today, and a great pleasure for me to open this event. I'll just hand over very briefly Richard, who's going to say some proper words now, I dare say.